Meanwhile, Muhammad said ASEAN must urgently strengthen regional economic integration and collective resilience amid intensifying global disruptions. This includes the United States, US-China trade war, climate change and rapid technological shifts.
Today, we are going to discuss the degrees of economic integration. Economic integration can be divided into 6 levels from the lowest to the highest. Let's go through each one. First, the Preferential Trade Area or PTA is a basic form of economic integration, often considered a stepping stone towards deeper integration like a free trade area or custom union. In a PTA, members' countries agree to reduce tariffs on the selected goods trade among themselves rather than removing all tariffs completely. This creates trade advantage for certain products while leaving other trade unaffected. An example is the South ASEAN Preferential Trade Agreement (SAPTA) among SAAR6 countries. The main effect of a PTA is that members' countries enjoy lower tariff on the specific goods, which encourages trade in those products without fully liberalizing trade across the board. Imagine Malaysia export palm oil to Thailand with reduced tariff under the agreement, while other products such as electronics still face the normal import tax. This allows countries to gradually increase cooperation while protecting sensitive industry. Next, move to second level. We have the Free Trade Area or FTA. Here, members' countries eliminate import tax, tariff, and quota on goods trade among themselves. However, they still keep their own trade policy with non-members' countries. In the ASEAN Free Trade Area (AFTA), members' countries include Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore, and other ASEAN members. Non-members' countries are those that do not join AFTA, such as Japan, the United States, or Australia. The effects of members' countries include lower price for goods and easy export of products to others members. Imagine Malaysia can sell cars to Thailand without tariff but still imports tax on the cars from Japan. Next, we have the Custom Union. These levels of economic integration is similar to a Free Trade Area (FTA), where members' countries remove tariff and quota on trade among themselves. However, what makes a custom union different is that all members' countries also adopt a common external tariff from goods coming from non-members' countries. This ensures that trade with countries outside the Union is regulated in a consistent and coordinated way. Some examples of custom union include the Mercosur in South America and the East Africa Community. This means no internal trade barriers on a more organized trade with the country outside the Union. For example, imagine Malaysia and Thailand agree on no tax between them but impose a 10% import tax on all come from Japan. The fourth level is the common market, which goes further than a custom union. Here, in addition to the free trade, members' countries allow free movement of production factors such as labor and capital. An example is the European Economic Community before becoming the European Union. The main effects include the goods, labor, and capital moving freely between members' countries. Imagine a Malaysian engineer working in Thailand or Singapore without a special permit, and companies can open factories in other members' countries. The fifth level is the Economic Union. Here, members' countries not only unify trade and labor movement but also coordinate economy, fiscal, and monetary policy. An example is the European Union with the euro currency. The main effects include reducing the risk of economic crisis, easy to trade with a single currency, and standardized regulation. Imagine Malaysia and other members using the same currency and coordinated trade policy to give investors confidence in a stable economy. The final level is complete economic integration or political union. Here, members' countries unite not only economically but also politically. For example, theoretically similar to a fully federal country like the United States, all economic and political policy are unified. There are no barriers to goods, capital or labor and overall economic management. is more efficient. Imagine Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia forming a single economic political entity with the one central government and one currency and unified policy.
Let's move to trade creation. Trade creation happens when regional economic integration shift production from high-cost domestic production to lower-cost production within member countries. This happens because the removal tariff allows goods from more efficient production to be cultivated priced in the market. Trade creation has a good positive impact on economic well-being. Consumers benefit from lower price and increased consumption, while resources are allocated more efficiently within the integration area based on each country's comparative advantage. For example, before-after, Malaysia produced electronic components at a high cost due to tariff protection. However, after eliminated tariff, Malaysia started importing these components from Vietnam, which could produce at a lower cost. This is an example of trade creation where production moves to the efficient producer, benefit both to the consumer and the overall economy.
Now we talk about the trade diversion. Trade diversion happens when a country changes its import from a cheaper non-member country to a more expensive member country because of lower tariff inside a trade agreement, such as an FTA. FTA stands for Free Trade Agreement. In a simple way, the country doesn't buy from the cheaper source, but instead buy from a member country because the tariff advantage make it look cheaper. So I'll give you an example. A country A is not a part of an FTA, sells rice at $2 per kilo, but has a high import tariff. But another way is country B is inside the FTA and sells rice at $2.50 per kilo, but has a zero tariff. Even though country A is actually cheaper than the country B, the importing country will buy from the country B because the tariff inside the FTA make it look more attractive. So that is a basic concept of trade diversion.
The European Union, EU, is one of the most developed examples of economic integration. It is classified as an economic union, which is the highest level of integration because member countries not only trade freely with each other, but also coordinate certain economic policies and share institutions. This allows the EU to operate as a closely connected economic bloc rather than a group of separate nations. The EU enables the free movement of goods, services, capital, and people across member countries. Some countries even also use the euro, which simplifies business, investment, and trade within the union. This high level of cooperation strengthens economic ties and helps the EU function efficiently as a single market. The integration within the EU has significantly increased trade between member countries, which is known as trade creation. At the same time, trade diversion can occur when imports from outside the EU are replaced by goods produced within the Union. Overall, the EU demonstrates how deep economic integration can enhance trade, cooperation, and economic growth among multiple countries. The Asian Free Trade Area, AFTA, was established to promote trade and cooperation among Southeast Asian countries and to enhance the region's competitiveness globally. AFTA is classified as a free trade area, a lower level of integration than an economic union. In this arrangement, countries reduce tariffs between themselves but continue to maintain independent trade policies with non-member countries. AFTA implements the Common Effective Preferential Tariff (CEPT) system to gradually reduce tariff on goods traded within the Asian. This approach makes trading within the region easier and more cost-effective, encouraging businesses to engage in a cross-border trade. It also promotes closer economic cooperation among member states. In some cases, trade diversion may occur where imports from outside Asians are replaced by goods from member countries. Despite this, AFTA has successfully strengthened regional trade, increased economic activity, and fostered better collaboration among Southeast Asian nations. Lastly, the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, involved the United States, Canada, and Mexico. It is an example of a free trade area in which most tariffs between member countries were removed, while each country retained its own trade policies with non-member nations. This arrangement made it easier for goods, services, and investment to move across borders. NAFTA helped increase trade and investment among its members by reducing costs and simplifying cross-border business operations. At the same time, trade diversion sometimes occurred where imports from outside the agreement were replaced by goods from member countries. Although NAFTA was replaced by the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA, in 2020, it remains a strong example of how a free trade area can encourage regional trade, strengthen economic ties, and demonstrate both the benefits and the challenges of economic integration.
I will continue this video with Malaysia role in the Asia. First, international trade. Malaysia support free trade in Asia through the Asia Free Trade Area or AFTA. When tariffs are removed, trade between Asia countries increase. This leads to trade creation, where goods are produced by countries that can make them at a lower cost. As a result, Malaysia trade link with other Asia countries become stronger. Number 2, movement of products. Malaysia support the movement of skilled workers and capital within Asia to improve economic efficiency. Programs like the Asia Mutual Recognition Arrangement or MRA make it easier for skilled professionals to work across Asia countries. This helps resources to be used more efficiently and benefit both Malaysia and the Asia region.
And now I will talk about the contribution Malaysia to ASEAN. Malaysia contributes to ASEAN by supporting cross-border digital payment. These allow people to make payment easily using QR code across ASEAN countries. It helps improve financial connectivity in the region. And the second one is role in AFTA. Malaysia contributes to ASEAN by supporting the ASEAN Free Trade Area by reducing trade tariff. Malaysians have make trade easier among ASEAN countries. This strengthens economic cooperation within ASEAN. And the last one is ASEAN Power Grid. This is one of the ideas Malaysia support mostly. Malaysia contributes to ASEAN through its involvement in the ASEAN Power Grid. This initiative connects electricity to a network between ASEAN countries. It helps ensure a stable energy supply in the region. So that is the contribution Malaysia toward ASEAN.
Malaysia has gained many advantages from being part of Asian, especially in economic growth, trade, and international relations. As one of the founding members, Malaysia has used Asian as a regional platform to strengthen its economy and increase its influence in Southeast Asia. One major benefit is trade liberalization. Through the Asian Free Trade Area, tariffs on goods traded between Asian countries have been reduced or removed. This makes it easier and cheaper for Malaysia to export products like electronics, palm oil, and manufactured goods. As a result, Malaysian businesses can reach a larger regional market and grow their export potential. Next, ASEAN also helps Malaysia attract foreign direct investment. The FDI, the Asian Economic Community, has created a more integrated and stable regional economy, which increases investor confidence. Malaysia is seen as a strategic gateway to the Asian region, attracting investments that brings new jobs, modern technology, and opportunities for skills development. Programs like Asian Industrial Joint Venture and Industrial Complementation schemes have also encouraged cooperation and investment between countries. Malaysia has gained many advantages from being part of Asian, especially in economic growth, trade, and international relations. As one of the founding members, Malaysia has used Asian as a regional platform to strengthen its economy and increase its influence in Southeast Asia. One major benefit is trade liberalization. Through the Asian Free Trade Area, tariffs on goods traded between Asian countries have been reduced or removed. This makes it easier and cheaper for Malaysia to export products like electronics, palm oil, and manufactured goods. As a result, Malaysian businesses can reach a larger regional market and grow their export potential. Next, ASEAN also helps Malaysia attract foreign direct investment. The FDI, the Asian Economic Community, has created a more integrated and stable regional economy, which increases investor confidence. Malaysia is seen as a strategic gateway to the Asian region, attracting investments that brings new jobs, modern technology, and opportunities for skills development. Programs like Asian Industrial Joint Venture and Industrial Complementation schemes have also encouraged cooperation and investment between countries.